Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sun Child Tarot. So this is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Now, my readings have a past and a present. So if the past and the present don't fit, then this reading is probably not for you. If you're watching your sun sign, then check your moon, your rising, north node, whatever takes your fancy out of your chart, whatever you normally look at. There's a link in the description for you to figure them out if you don't know them. And on that note, I will follow up periodically with sun signs such as Libra combined with a moon and rising. So Libra sun, Pisces moon and rising, Taurus moon and rising. So stay subscribed. Click on the notifications. Oh no, this side. Click on the notifications bell. If you want to keep your eyes open for them, and alternatively, there's some other great readers on YouTube, so go and check them out anyway. Just come back here next month. Now, bear in mind that this is a general reading. So, roles can be reversed. Timing is not absolute. Soon can be a very, very relative term depending on the question that you're asking. And yes, I'm going to ask you to ask a question. I don't want or need to know what it is. Do not make decisions on the basis of what I or any other reader says. It is a tool for your own reflection and analysis. It is not there to supersede your own intuition and your own heart. So you make your own mind up. So, as I said, when I perform a reading for my clients, I will ask them to hold a question in my mind, and that is exactly what I'm going to ask you to do. So pause if you want to, pause the video, be aware of all the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them, because energy in, energy out. But be aware of what all the others are, because the cards will have a tendency to answer whatever they feel is the most important, not the one that you feel is the most important. So on that note, let me bring the cards up. And so as you can see, I've pre-shuffled. Any second now you see the shuffle here, or at least the first half of the shuffle, because the cat happened. So you've got a lot of change going on around you at the moment, Libra. You've got the death card right in the middle. So to explain the layout, relevant past, maybe recent, maybe distant, relevant. The present, with a line that, just move that along a bit, with a line that sort of can go like this. But normally this line here where my arm is the present. This is a future. These are like astrological forces or flavors or trends of energy that you're going through. This is a pile of oracle cards that you didn't get to see me shuffle because I don't know, the computer, the cat. And then lifted straight out the coat across at the side. So I feel like you're feeling at the minute like you're wanting to count and preserve everything that you have, but everything is changing around you and you're not seeing the full picture right yet. You're aware that the change is there. Let's have a look at the clarifying cards on this. Page of Wands and death clarified by death. There's change. You have change around you. Death clarified by death. I think this is somebody new coming into your life rather than somebody young leaving your life. But it feels like you're not thoroughly aware of the change that they are going to be bringing. In the past, it's like you had an okay domestic situation where everything went a bit wrong through your own impulsive actions. But then this was made worse by the world, outside forces. Something external, something you had no responsibility for, and it thrust you into a point of trying to seek that hope. You've learned some of that intuition. You've learned how to see through to what the goal should be. You have learned to Right. You've learned to listen to your wisdom, and you've learned to adhere. You've learned to listen to your wisdom, and you've learned to plan according to that intuition, according to that wisdom. But you can very easily get distracted and pulled away. And I think that this has happened to you recently as well. Your own urges can blind you to your own intuition. Now, I always like to clarify the devil card. So let's see precisely what's happened, because although I feel like there is a matter of you listen to your lower urges rather than your higher urges. Okay, this one wants to come out. Was there a little bit of popularity that didn't really matter, but you were really enjoying, and you got a little carried away with a group of people, I think? But it set you up in good stead. I think it certainly expanded your social circle, and it set you up in very good stead. For once, you not entirely listening to your intuition. If you look back, you would have gone, yeah, you know, if I thought about it in advance, I wouldn't have done it that way, but I'm really glad that I did. Even though I was stupid, it's turned out really well. But now there's all this change happening, and you have to wait for the results. The arrival of this younger person or younger idea, this action, is going to cause discord in this group of people that you've been around recently. Pretty much there's a lot of the Tower clarified by the World and the Fool. There's a lot going on around you. It's not just you that's receiving change, and by the looks of it, you're getting off easy. I think there's people around you whose worlds are absolutely going to be crumbling in the light of this change, whereas you've not really done too bad. The only problem is there may well be a loss of medium loss of finances, so not overboard, but you'll have to tighten your belt. And how can I? There's a disdain for a new path. I think somebody is disapproving of where you're going. Just this newer young idea, I feel, or young person, is good for you. The by other people, not so good. Don't listen to it. They're trying to lead you astray. They've done badly. Their worlds have been falling apart. They've done badly, and they are wanting. They're wanting what they see as justice, but what they really want is a fast result and their shit back. It's as simple as that. They want their stuff back. They want their position back. They want everything back, and that's not going to happen. So let's have a look at these. Don't let other people torture you, especially a female figure. I've got the Queen of Cups here, clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords. A Piscean woman, or a water sign woman, certainly, who is trying to, I don't even want to say guilt trip, but I think guilt trip is part of the way. This future bit here, it's a future to be avoided. So when you are faced with a burden that you have to pick up in the near future, and part of you thinks, do I really want to do that? It's a hell of a lot of work. Yeah, you do. You really, really, really do, because the alternative's awful. It's heartache, it's backbiting, backstabbing, lying, trying to desperately robbing Peter to pay Paul and balance all your finances. Yeah, when that burden appears, pick it up, because it will work out for the better in the long run. You've just got a period of work ahead of you. It will be growing. And I do want to keep coming back to this, this Page of Wands here. I feel very, very positive about it, despite the fact that the arrival of this Page of Wands, the young lad, the new idea, whatever it might be, fast idea when it works as well. Fast happening, slower to see the result, but other people's worlds around you will crumble quite possibly as a result of this. You're going to be caught in the blast, but not at ground zero. But word to the wise, right now, start looking after your pennies, because you're going to need them. Because there is a reduction in finances coming. There is a choice that you are faced with right now. So, you know what I was saying about pick up the burden or it all goes a bit wrong? That's that choice. Let's see what these are clarified with. Yeah, it's going to take time and balancing of finances. That's the Five of Pentacles 3 times in this 3 decks, 3 times it's appeared. There's a lot of duplication here, like all the Queen of Cups. There was something else that clarified itself as well. Yeah, death and death. Start tightening your belt now. And when the option is pick up a burden or not, pick the burden up, because whether that's a work, whether it's taking responsibility for something, the alternative is far worse. So let's have a look at what the oracle cards say. I know, because I know you're concerned that it's just, more plans, sticking to the rules, and it's all going to go horribly wrong. No, pick this burden up, work at it. It's going to go well for you. Although it's going to take a lot of time, it doesn't have to, you don't have to go through the same agony that people around you are going through. And I do think that some people around you will be going through this, whoever this is resonating for. But as I say, it's going to work out for you, because it's like forging a sword. Your sword is in the furnace at the moment. From the Queen of the Moon Oracle, abundance and blossoming. Pick the burden up. What do you grow plants in? You know, so I won't say that because I've already said the word already. But what do you grow plants in? And they blossom. It is time to take action, which will allow you to be flying free. Right, now here's the mystery cards. There is somebody that you've got to work with and come together. And I do feel that it is the new, younger person. Fire sign, more than likely. But you and them together have the knowledge that is required to bring this positive result for you back. Don't think there's no work. There's a lot of work, but you'll be fine. You'll be a lot better than other folk around you. You just have to be careful that you don't get drawn into all of the meh. He said, she said, they did this, they did that, all the backbiting and backstabbing. Just, this looks like it's a work reading, really, doesn't it? Don't get involved in the politics. Keep yourself above it. Use that disdain that you see, but disdain the politics, the talk at the water cooler, the he said, she said business. Right, so that's everything. If you like the video, please do subscribe. This way, no, there. Notifications bell, all that. And hey, I'm new, promote me. But keep your eye open for the Libra and readings whenever I get round to them, because I've worked out with ordinary zodiac readings, that's 156 readings. Might take me a while. These might be quarterly. But otherwise, get ready to put your nose to the grindstone, tighten your belt, but you'll end up better off for it. All right? Cheers.